hills and trees. My kid's gonna do that same old thing, same old song, same guitar, just different strings. All my rowdy country friends around here, we like to meet at the holler, build a fire, drink a beer. We slip out to.
What's up, y'all? Country Boy TV back here, and in today's video, I'm gonna be teaching y'all how to dip fine cut. Now, y'all, there's a lot of fine cuts out there, but y'all, your snuffs are gonna be the hardest fine cuts to dip, and Copenhagen snuff being the hardest to dip. So, y'all, the first thing you gotta know how to do with dipping fine cut is how to crack it. Now, y'all, if your can of fine cut has a fiberboard bottom, which is basically cardboard, a thicker version of cardboard, then it's gonna be harder to crack. Now, y'all, I've already got this can cracked, but I'm still gonna show y'all how to do it. It's not like a regular dip can where you just take your thumb and smash it in there and run it along. You don't want to do that. You're gonna have to take your finger and stick it in there and stick it up behind the metal lid and run it around. It's considerably harder to crack. The next thing y'all need to know about dipping fine cut, folks, is you don't want to pack it on the top like this. It's just not gonna pack it well. You see what I'm saying? It's packed, but it's not as packed as you need it to be. Pack it on the side and give it about 5 packs. I think that was 6, but there you go. This is how you grab a pinch of snuff, folks. And any other fine cut, really, as long as it's in a fiberboard can. Now, if it's a cheaper dip and it's not in a fiberboard can, you're kind of fucked on this one. That's why I like Copenhagen snuff so much. So now that you got it packed down again, what you want to do is you want to go inside of the can, grab it right here, and you're going to rub it against the sidewall. Very slowly, but you want to rub it good enough to get the lip formed. That is a pretty good lip of Copenhagen snuff. Now, you don't want to be like me and let it sit here for a minute because honestly, I'm surprised it hasn't fallen out. But you just want to take it and you want to put it in your mouth. Now, y'all, don't be a pussy and pull your lip down. You got 2 options here. You can go Mud Jug 1 style and just throw that shit right on your tongue. And another thing y'all need to know is you're not going to get a full pinch on your first pinch. You're going to have to take about 4 pinches to get a big dip. And my rule of thumb, folks, is you want to fill your dip up right to your teeth line. And I'll explain why in a minute. If you want you a Mud Jug, folks, make sure you run on over to mudjug.com and grab you one. The new Mary Jane Mud Jug is out. I'm pretty sure it's a stealth Mud Jug. Don't hold me towards that. But I will put it up here right on the screen right here. It does have a promo code on it. Save y'all some fucking money. But there you go. So like I said, folks, you want to pack it in your front. But you can't move it over. I've heard people say in the past, doing these videos, that you can't dip snuff over here. Bullshit. You can dip snuff over here as long as you got a good pocket. Another thing you got to make sure you do is you got to suck it down like that whenever you spit. You got to close your lip over it so you don't spit out your dip. Because it is snuff and it's going to go out if you're not careful. Another common misconception that I hear a lot is you can't drink with Copenhagen snuff in. Now, folks, granted, I've been dipping for 9 years, and honestly, my stomach's pretty acceptable to flakes of dip going down there. It's not that hard if you got a pocket. What you want to do, folks, like here with the coffee cup, it's a little bit harder, but it ain't that hard. What you want to do is you want to take the coffee cup and send it above your dip, or behind the dip, I should say. You want the rim of the glass to cover up your dip, that way it doesn't wash out your dip, because that would not be fun. And it's that easy, folks. And honestly, y'all, I would not recommend dipping fine cut if you haven't been dipping for at least a year. This shit right here is for the experienced dipper. I don't care if it's Stoker's fine cut or Copenhagen snuff. You need to have a little bit of experience on your hand to be able to dip it. Now, Stoker's fine cut's a little bit different. It's more of just a little bit shorter than regular cut, in my opinion. But anyhow, you need to make sure that you know what you're doing before you just throw in a pinch of Copenhagen snuff in, or grizzly snuff, or fine cut, or anything like that. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get sick. I can almost guarantee you. But y'all, let's say you don't have any pockets and you've just been dipping for a couple months and you want to give Copenhagen snuff a shot. Well, y'all, you don't want to pack it right here. You want to pack it right here and keep it there. You don't want to switch it over like I did. And y'all, if it ever comes time that you need to sneeze, you got to do this number. You got to do the Joey Ledge dipping thing. I'm not copying Joey Ledge dipping. It's just a good idea and it works, okay? Every time I copy somebody or I say something somebody else did, I always know what they said. Even the few times that I've said something that Redneck TV has said, I always say that they came up with it first. I'm not trying to copy anybody, folks. I just think this is one of those videos that every dipping channel, if they're going to be a real dipping channel, they need a video on there on how to dip snuff. If you haven't already checked out the Hillbillies channel, I think that's what it's called. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's either the Hillbillies or Hillbillies Inc., something like that. Y'all should really check it out. Link will be down in the description. Just check it out. It's a really cool dude. He's got a son. He's got a wife. They do pranks. He used to do dipping content, but he doesn't anymore. But that doesn't matter. It's badass content. It's like Redneck TV a little bit, but he's more older and mature and all that stuff. Not calling anybody immature, but he's just a different style of YouTuber, and honestly really like his content. You know, I find myself sitting there for 3 hours just watching video after video. He's got some funny ass pranks. One video, he super glued his wife's ass to a toilet seat, so that's pretty badass. Just check it out. And y'all, he's got about 11,000 subscribers, which my little shout out ain't gonna really help him too much, but I know that y'all like content like this, and it's hard to come across content like this. You know, you almost have to be looking at for the same video, like how to dip fine cut, and you just come across mine. It doesn't really ever pop in anybody's suggested. It just doesn't. It's just the hillbilly redneck. YouTube is very political, folks. And y'all, if you go over there and you like his content and you end up subscribing, make sure you let him know that Country Boy TV sent you. So y'all, if you liked what you saw, make sure you like. Let's try to hit 10 likes. I asked for 25 likes on the full can of Copenhagen Snuff video. We didn't hit it. It's not a big deal. So let's just try to hit 10 likes. I know y'all can do it, so just go ahead and like the video. It just takes a couple seconds. It really helps me out. Y'all have no clue how much that little like helps me out. And comment down below. Tell me what you dipped on today and tell me what you want to see next. You know, that little comment, once again, just helps me out tremendously. It takes about 10 to 20 seconds to type out a comment. It could be something as little as great video, bro. It means the world to me. I respond to all my comments. It just really helps me out, folks. Once again, at 500 subs, I will be doing a full can of Skull Beer, and at 1,000 subs, a full can of Siberia. So if you haven't already pushed that subscribe button and the bell icon right beside it, I really challenge you to. There's some badass shit coming to Country Boy TV. Follow me on Instagram at countryboy.tv. Add me on Snapchat at SteelTill1. So once again, you always know whenever a new video is posted. I also interact with all my fans over there, too. I interact with all my fans. Other than that, folks, make sure y'all keep it real, and I'm going to get on out of here, boy.
When I die, I just wanna be a legend. White roses on my headstone and my name